Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. My name is Aisha Sibanda Aisha, and today I'm going to be giving you guys a bit of a pregnancy question and answer. I feel like the content we've had recently has just been so heavy, and I don't know, it's been a lot for me, like even editing it, because the thing is I edit my own videos, so I have to like watch that content back and like relive all these memories. So today I kind of just wanted to do something like lighthearted where we can talk about the pregnancy and have a positive balance between stuff that has been positive and stuff that has been negative. I don't want to dwell on the negative because I feel like it's just emotionally draining to be constantly talking about bad things that are happening in your life. So it's like, you know what? At the end of the day, I am still blessed and happy. Maybe I might say something that someone else might feel like they can relate to because obviously everyone's pregnancy journey is different, but there's some stuff that I would say a lot of pregnant women can feel and relate to, but it's kind of like a stigma to talk about. So, yeah. Oh, and guys, since I am going to upload this video after I give birth, and currently, today I'm 26 weeks pregnant. That means I think I have 1 week left, and then I'm finally into my third trimester. So yeah, I'm excited for that because the second trimester has been scary, guys. Yo, I'm so excited for that. But because obviously I was not able to ask you guys these questions, I didn't want to like, make up my own questions because I feel like if I had made them up, they would have been things that I want to know. But then there's stuff maybe like someone else looking for an outside perspective might be like, oh, that's something I would like to know. So for these questions, I asked my closest friends. I asked Samia, I asked Busiso, and for some of them I just asked ChatGPT like, what do you want to know? Yeah, that's where I got the questions from. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first question I want to answer is, how did I feel when I found out I was pregnant? The first time I actually found out I was pregnant, all this is actually in the first YouTube video I filmed. If you guys saw that one, like I did a whole video like explaining the whole experience up until finding out I'm pregnant, right? But I would say the emotion I had was shock. And I feel like people always say like, why do people get surprised when they find out they're pregnant? Like, you know what you've been doing, like, that leads to pregnancy. But it's like, obviously, I told you guys this before, but I was under the assumption that I could not fall pregnant without medical intervention. So to fall pregnant, like basically without any kind of intervention whatsoever, was like a big shock for me. So I would say I was shocked, but the shock later became excitement. Like I was so excited that whole week. It was the only thing I could talk to Aziz about. Like any single time I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna have a baby, she's gonna be a baby girl and she's gonna be so cute, this is that and the third, because I always imagine myself being like a girl mom, which is ironic to talk about right now considering I know the gender of the baby. But yeah, I was excited. I was like super super excited. After some time it was shock and then excitement, and then the fear kind of crept in, like, oh, I'm scared to have a kid, labor, delivery, pregnancy, all that kind of stuff. But overall it was a positive experience. So the next question I have is, how has your pregnancy journey been so far? Guys, I don't know if this is a rhetorical question or what, but yo, yo, yeah, my pregnancy journey, if I could sum it up in one word, I would probably use the word grateful. I'm grateful for my baby's life. I'm grateful for my life. The situation me and my baby had, like with the surgery. If you guys saw my last video, I had like one of my ovary removed because it was basically dead, and I had to have that surgery while pregnant. So I'm grateful for my baby's life. I'm grateful for my life because obviously, like, guys, surgery is not something that is easy, or is something that anyone should have to go through, especially while carrying new life. Yeah, my pregnancy journey so far has been exhausting and painful, but I don't want every single time I think of the first time I was pregnant, the thing that's popping in my mind is the pain and the ovaries and this and that. I just want to, like, from now on, I just want to focus on actually being pregnant and embracing that and talking to my baby and talking about my baby, not medical conditions. So yeah, the journey has been crazy, but ish, we're still here and we're still kicking, and I'm looking forward to the third trimester, honestly, because I feel like the second trimester was, oosh, yo, these past 3 months have been traumatizing, but I'm really looking forward to the third trimester because, for one, I get to give birth and be done with being pregnant, and for two, we can kind of close the chapter of being sick and needing all that emergency, what. We can close that and move on. So the next question I have is, do I like being pregnant? The short answer is no, I don't like being pregnant. There's things I like about being pregnant. I like how it allows me to bond with the baby because I'm gonna feel the baby kick for the first time. I have to take care of him every single day, but the thing I don't like about being pregnant, especially with all the health complications I've had, is I don't like, for example, if my baby doesn't kick for 3 hours, guys, I get so nervous, like, oh my god, is he okay? Is this, is that, you know what I mean? So I don't like the anxiety that comes with it. And it's like sometimes I'll be eating something and I'm like, is this safe to eat in pregnancy? Can I eat eggs? Can I eat bread? You know what I mean? Like, it's just a lot of mental ish. I'll be asking myself a lot of questions like, am I doing the right thing? Am I not supposed to be doing this? Am I walking too much? Am I this? Am I that? So I feel like, me being the type of person I am, I don't want to do anything to harm the baby. And yeah, that's pretty much that, all that goes in my mind. Like, oh my god, I hope I'm doing the right thing. I hope I'm eating enough. I hope I'm not under eating, And especially when I was sick, because when I had the situation with my ovary the week before I got my surgery, I was in so much pain. I physically could not eat. Like, it was so painful. So I felt so bad for the baby because I could not eat. You know what I mean? And it's like, I'm the one losing weight, but I'm feeling bad for this fetus. Like, you know what I mean? And it's not like I was choosing not to eat, but I did feel bad. And guys, I kid you not when I say I made such a conscious effort to always avoid pain medicine when I was in the worst pain of my life, because we still don't fully understand the effects of medicines on fetuses. You know what I mean? Like, it's not something that is fully known about. So I would rather not take any medicine. I don't know. Our ancestors were not taking medicine and their kids turned out, amazing. So it's like, I just feel like all these, hey, Gaviscon for pregnant women, like, I'm just not a fan of all that kind of stuff. Unless it's completely medically necessary, I'm like not taking any kind of medicine. So that exacerbated my pain, and ish, guys, yo. So the next question is, what has your relationship been like with your friends and family since being pregnant? My family, I would say that, like, my immediate family, I'm talking of like my mom and my in-laws, I would say that the relationship has been quite positive, because obviously, like, they care for me a lot during this pregnancy, like, especially like with all the health situations I've been having. Like, it's so nice to see like how much they care and how much like they wanted me to be okay and they were praying for me to be okay. It was just really, really comforting to see, like, to have people care about you so much. With my friends, I would say that, like, I've gotten closer to a lot of my friends during pregnancy. For example, Subusi, so when I was in the hospital, she came to visit me. She brought me like a few chocolates and some stuff for the baby. So that was really nice. So it's like stuff like that that makes me feel like, okay, I'm getting closer to my friends. And also me and Samia has been very, very excited with the whole pregnancy idea and the baby and stuff. So it's like we always like talk about it, and yeah, it's quite nice. But I would say that, like, being pregnant has kind of distanced me from some friends, like, where there's like issues or drama or this or that. I just, guys, I'm going through enough as it is. I don't want to entertain anything like that. So I would say it's distanced me from like extended friends, especially if there's an issue. But my closest people have come closer to me. So the next question is, do I plan on having kids anytime soon? I don't know if this is a trick question or what, but personally, if you guys see me pregnant, like, anytime within the next like 4 or 5 years, I just know it's against my will. They took my body and forced me to get pregnant. After everything I've been through with this pregnancy, guys, I need time. I need space to recover and also like just bond with my kid. Like, I could not do this again, like, in the near future. Initially, before I got pregnant, I was planning on, like, having kids who are closer in age. But now it's like, guys, I don't have it in me. Like, genuinely, no. And also, because I lost my ovary, we don't know how that's gonna affect my fertility, right? So we don't even know if I'm gonna be able to have kids, you know, immediately. Not saying that I want to, but we don't know what's happening in terms of my fertility. It's seen to be possible, but of course that's gonna depend on the health and hormones of my other ovary. So the next question is, do I plan on sharing my kid with my internet friends? I would say that, like, there's not really like a plan set in stone for that. Like, there's no oh, I plan on hiding my kid, or oh, I plan on showing my kid. It's just more so like what feels natural in the time. Like, obviously, if he does something cute and it's funny, like, there's no problem with me, like, posting and be like, oh, look, he's so cute. You know what I mean? But it's like, I don't want him to become my channel. You know what I mean? Like, after he's born, I know, like, lately my content has just been pregnancy, pregnancy, pregnancy. But even if my content is motherhood, 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 when I have a kid, I would say that, like, I don't want him to be in the videos all the time, or this become like a me and him type of channel, or make him have an Instagram, or like a social media. I don't think I'm gonna do that, and I'm not saying that like it's wrong for other people to do that. I'm just saying, like, I don't have a plan to like make him like a kid content creator or anything like that. It's just gonna be like, oh, that's Aisha and that's a kid, that's it. You know what I mean? So the next question I have is, how have I been coping with not having like my social life, like partying and drinking, and do I see myself returning to that? Honestly, I wouldn't necessarily call it coping, because we don't need like parties and all this kind of stuff to be happy. You know what I mean? I actually am so much happier because I used to vape a lot, like in Russia, and I've been successfully able to like completely leave that habit. And I didn't even think it was possible at a time. Even if you leave this thing for like 3 months, 4 months, at the back of your mind you're still thinking about it. It took over a year, but I feel like I finally got to the point where I don't need it completely, and I don't even have the desire to do anything like that. So I would say, like, stuff like that is not stuff I want to see myself going back to, because also stuff like vaping, guys, vaping just ages you. You look older, your skin shows, like, you're not looking like yourself, after some time, and you just smell like bubblegum. It's not as cool as everyone wants to make it seem. And for me personally, it just gave me a lot of anxiety. Like, I thought that it was helping with my anxiety, but it was giving me the anxiety it was helping with. You know what I mean? Like, it was giving me anxiety so as to reduce my anxiety, and then I had to do more to like reduce my anxiety. And it's like my throat was always sore. I wouldn't necessarily use the word I'm coping. I would more so like say I'm thriving, actually. Like, I'm not drinking, I'm not doing anything. Okay, I would probably like to have a glass of wine like once in a while. I miss that. I miss going out and being able to have a glass of wine, but I'm not, oh my god, I'm not like shivering if I don't drink or anything like that. So I'd say I'm okay, but after I give birth, I do look forward to being able to go out and have your typical cocktail at like a restaurant. And in terms of how I'm gonna be, I feel like I've never changed and I'm never gonna change. I'm still gonna be going out and doing whatever the hell I wanna do. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still gonna have fun. It's not like because I have a kid, I have to constantly be in the house and do nothing. I mean, I'm being in the house and doing nothing now, but I feel like I'm just nesting. You know what I mean? Like, eventually, after I give birth, I want to go back to the gym and, yeah, just get myself back together. I want to still have my hobbies and things I enjoy doing aside from parent. So the next question I have is, how has intimacy changed for you since being pregnant? Before I had the ovary removal surgery, I would say that intimacy was like at a peak. Like, they say that when you get pregnant, that's when your intimacy like really really improves with your partner. I would say that it really did improve. Like, it really did, like, in terms of the hormones and the enjoyment. For me personally, I was super super happy, and I know he was happy. But since I've had my surgery, because now I only have one ovary, my body is kind of, I don't know if it's getting used to that or this is just a new norm, but I am struggling with wanting to be intimate. And even if there is intimacy, I'm struggling with getting, excited. Yeah, that's something I've been struggling with, because I'm just wondering, like, is this how it's going to be for the rest of my life? Or is it gonna get better if my other ovary learns to like pick up the slack and release more hormones or something? I don't know. But it makes me sad. Like, it made me sad to the point where, guys, I was crying because I'm like, oh my god, they broke me. Like, I was bawling my eyes out. And guys, I don't even know how this whole ovary thing is gonna affect me like hormonally, because I knew how my hormones were before this whole situation. Throughout the month, I have a certain personality or emotions and whatnot, and then towards like my period, I'm more sensitive, and during my period I'm a bit, feisty. Like, there was just like moods, and I understood my moods based on my emotions and all that kind of stuff. And I just don't know how what happened is gonna change that. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna be the same person like I was initially before the whole surgery and stuff. And that's something that like concerns me, because it's like, it feels like menopause. And when I say it feels like menopause, it's like all the things I've heard about menopause and how it really affects who you are as a person. So it feels like, going through something like that. So the next question I have is, does the thought of labor scare me? Yes, the thought of giving birth does sound scary to me. I'm scared of the pain and, all that kind of stuff. But I honestly just know in my heart that the worst is behind me. Don't ask me how I know, it's just the feeling. But I genuinely feel like the worst is behind me. Like, the hardest thing I'm going to go through in this pregnancy is behind me. And I don't know, I'm just convinced that the labor will not be daunting. Like, I feel like, okay, fine, it could be long, it could be stressful and all that kind of stuff. But I genuinely feel like it's gonna be okay. I don't know, maybe that's me being unrealistically optimistic. But guys, I honestly feel like God put on my table what he knew I could handle, and he probably is like, you know what, my daughter, you've been through enough. Let's make this next step a bit more easy going for you, or a bit more smooth sailing for you. So the next question I have is, what advice would you give to other pregnant women who are also experiencing or dealing with health issues? So the main advice I would give someone who is having issues in pregnancy is, try your best not to be overly focused on the issues. I know it's easier said than done, but like, when I thought I had fibroids, like when they first diagnosed me and told me, oh, you have fibroids, I was like so consumed with those fibroids. I was like, okay, so what can I do to fix them? What can I, like, that was the only thing I could think about. And then it gets to the point where you realize, okay, I have fibroids, but I'm pregnant. There's a baby inside me who I need to be thinking about. These fibroids, they're not what I'm carrying, they're not who I'm growing inside my body. So I would say, like, no matter what the issue is, make sure to always put your baby above anything. Like, put communicating with him above anything. Because when I had fibroids, the only thing I could think about is, okay, what can I do to make these fibroids go away? Like, I stopped talking to my baby. I knew obviously I'm pregnant, but like, it was never a thing of like, oh, okay, let's prioritize the pregnancy first and then we'll think of the fibroids later. It was always like, so what are we doing about the fibroids today? Even when I'll talk to my husband, he's like, how's the pain from the fibroids? Above everything, think of your baby first, put them first, make sure that you're talking to them and you're letting them know that everything is going to be okay. Because the thing is, your baby can feel you, they can feel your emotions, they can feel your everything. So I'd also say, like, try to not let that thing get the better of you in terms of stress, because the stress you feel or the depression you feel, your child will feel and could affect that development. So the next question I have is, what was the recovery process like healing from the oophorectomy, which is surgery to remove your ovary? So the recovery process has been, I would say, quite fast, honestly, because today is Wednesday and I had my surgery last week Monday, and I'm here talking to you guys. You know what I mean? Like, guys, I'm in way less pain than I was before the surgery. So it's like them stitches and, whatever the hell they're giving me, it's like, it doesn't hurt as much as the ovary hurt. The first few days were difficult. Like, the first few days I could barely walk and stuff, but what motivates me is every single morning when I wake up, I am better. And I don't know if I told you guys this, but before I had my surgery, I could only sleep like just slightly leaning, but I had to be like upright. I couldn't turn to my left, I couldn't turn to my right. It was excruciatingly painful. So I could only sleep like this. And like, pregnant women are not supposed to sleep on that back. But guys, I could not. I did not have it in me to be in any other position. So now I'm happy because I be tossing and turning at night. I be on my left, I be on my right. It's the best. So I'm super, super happy with the recovery. Just seeing how debilitated and how bad my quality of life was before the surgery, just, guys, even this scar, like, it's not bothering me. Like, I am genuinely in a way better place. And guys, I haven't even been filming videos because of the pain and stuff, you know what I mean? So it's like, I'm just in a way better place than I was before the surgery, and I would not change having that surgery for the world. It was needed. It was genuinely needed. It drastically improved my quality of life. Okay, so yeah, that's pretty much it for the questions I had to answer. If you guys actually have any questions you would like answers to in the comments, please just comment them. I'll try my best to answer any questions that you guys have. I hope you guys enjoyed this question and answer, and if you did, please make sure to leave a comment, like this video, share it with a friend, and subscribe to the channel. I love you guys. I will see you guys next week. I don't even know what I'm gonna film next week, Shem. I'm probably gonna film like a second trimester video, like just talking about my whole experience in my second trimester. But yo, that's just trauma again. Yeah, but I think that's what I'm gonna talk about because next week I'm gonna be 27 weeks. And if I'm not mistaken, 27 weeks, is that not the end of the second trimester? I believe it should be. So I just wanna, film a video just talking about how the whole second trimester went, even though it was, yo, do I even want to film that? Maybe I'll film something else. I don't even know. But yeah, besides that, thank you guys for watching this video. And if you made it to the end, I appreciate you so, so, so much. And yeah, I will see you guys next week. I love you guys and bye. Somebody